personally. I lost a player, a 30-year-old player, to cancer. And then we had a player on our team this year who lost his mother. She was diagnosed, and 30 days later she was gone. We left behind my player and an 8-year-old with no one else. So we've struggled through that this year. Then we had another player whose father has been going through treatments all season and actually had brain surgery 3 days before our conference tournament began. And then personally, Dave Bergman, who many of you are an icon in sports here, maybe the greatest at-bat in Tiger history. Dave and I were very, very close. He and my oldest son were like this. And so we lost him. And one of the things Dave kept saying to me is, I'm going to beat this. We're going to beat this. So things weren't going that well, obviously. And out of nowhere, Shemaine shows up at my office. And unsolicited, she shows up, and I don't know if she had heard me say something or why she was there. I'll let her say. She goes, is there anything you can do to help us? The state of Michigan may be lagging behind a little bit, the coaches versus cancer. And I don't know if that was her recruiting speech or what, but she hit me at the right time. And I decided that I would do something. And we had a night for the player whose mother passed away, but everything that we keep hearing about is awareness of cancer. And that's not what this event's about, because we're all aware of it. I'm sure all of you sitting there had it affect your lives. We want to beat cancer. We don't want to be aware of it, we want to beat it. So I had no idea what to do. I mean, I'm Greg Kampe, the basketball coach at Oakland University. Who's going to listen to me? And this summer I was out with Tom, and we were at some little dinky town, and at an AU basketball tournament. And he looked at me and goes, let's go get something to eat. So we went to this little, remember even the name of the town? Just some little restaurant, and there were probably 13 or 14 people in it. And every one of those 13 and 14 people came over to our table and wanted to shake his hand. And then before we left, the whole wait staff got around, and he must have signed, everybody there he signed something for. About a few weeks later, I was going back to that same area because we were actually recruiting somebody from Nowhere, America, and I went by the same exit, and I stopped and went into the restaurant, and sure enough, here's a big picture of Tom with all the wait staff around him. And that's when it dawned on me. What I do have that I can contribute to this is I have relationships with the greatest coaches in this country. 38 years in this business has gotten me a relationship with all 9 coaches that are coming to join me. Every one of them beat the hell out of us. So of course they're going to say yes. So I got back to Tom and I said, Tom, this is what I want to do. And it took him about 2 seconds to say yes. And then I ran into John. We're at a recruiting time. I don't remember which one, but I heard he was there, so I went right to him because I knew that I couldn't make this work if I didn't have the 2 keys to the state of Michigan on board with me. And John took about 2 seconds also and said, absolutely. So now, that's how the idea came. Here's the idea. The uniqueness is no one's ever done anything like this before. This is not a golf outing. This is not a tournament. This is not an event. This is 24 hours to beat cancer. 24 hours to beat cancer. And who better to do it than 10 basketball coaches with a combined 5,317 wins. What we're going to do is they're going to come in on May 31st, and at 7 o'clock in this room right here, they're going to meet with the people that buy them. They're going up for auction, and the auction site actually just opened at 10 o'clock this morning. And there'll be 10 winners. Everyone can buy one of the 10 coaches. You have a list of the 10 coaches there, and as you can see, it's a who's who in this business. After I talked to these 2, my next move was to get a sponsor, and I'll go into that in a few minutes. And then, hey coach, hey Hubbs, Bob Huggins' mother died of cancer. clubs, I don't play golf, Greg, this isn't a golf outing. I know what you do well in a golf cart, so come and do it for 4 hours or something.